It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I am your host, Pat Disabato, from the Daily Southtown newspaper. We have a great show for you tonight, folks. If you haven't noticed, we are not at Beggar's Pizza. We are at the Standard Bank location, 9321 Wicker Avenue in St. John, Indiana. It's made a little road trip for you. Me and Gerard got a great show. First guest, Brian Black. He is the head coach of Lake Central High School Hockey. Lake Central having a great season. They're actually playing Saturday night, 8:10 p.m. for the Roper Cup Championship. Coming off a big weekend, a couple wins on Saturday and Sunday. They beat Crown Point 6-2 on Saturday, and then they beat Munster 6-1 on Sunday, and now they have to beat Munster once again Saturday to win the Roper Cup. And then our second guest, right here from Standard Bank, Jennifer Willis, Senior Vice President of Commercial Lending, will be our guest. We will talk all about commercial lending, all the products Standard Bank has to offer in that regard. So please stick around. We are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. Remember, join the Big Cheese Club at Beggar's Pizza. Go to beggarspizza.com for more information. And I want to mention that Jennifer is a proud Lake Central High School graduate as well. So big Lake Central High School show for you folks, okay? All right, we come back. Brian Black, Lake Central hockey coach, will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a pepperoni sausage, green peppers and onions. Don't forget the extra cheese, large pizza. Oh, by the way, I also make house calls. Beggar's Pizza, we lay it on thick.
At Standard Bank, we help our neighbors make tomorrow brighter. Families count on us for personal service and banking convenience. Business owners find smart solutions and the resources to capitalize on new opportunities. It's one thing to locate in a community, quite another to invest in it. That's what we do at Standard Bank. We're people you know, services that make your life easier, and financial strength you can count on. We're Standard Bank, in your neighborhood.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, our first guest tonight, Lake Central High School hockey coach Brian Black. Brian, thanks for coming on board.
Thanks for having me.
All right, I have to mention, 6th season at Lake Central and a 2003 Mount Carmel grad, huh?
Yes. Yep.
Caravan, brown and white.
Yep.
The good old days, right?
That's right.
All right, you guys are having a great season at Lake Central. Big game Saturday for the Roper Cup, huh?
Yes.
Playing Munster?
Yes.
So what needs to happen here for you guys to hoist the old Roper Cup?
Well, we just need to play a complete game, starting from the back end with the goaltenders, to the defense, up to the forwards. It's a type of game that we can control the tempo, and I think if the kids are ready and focused, that's something that we should be able to do.
Now, you guys beat Munster on Sunday 6-1. So, you know, most kids, they come off a game like that against an opponent. Well, we're going to beat them again. We're playing them in 6 days. We're going to beat them again. How do you guard against the kids not overlooking the same opponent?
Basically, I just told them, you know, we've played them Munster a couple times throughout the year, and if they come out and beat us on Sunday, they're the champion. So the three or four previous games, yeah, it was good at the time, but this is the most important game of the season right now, and if they want to be champions, they need to be focused and ready for that game.
Yep. Do you feel like the team is playing its best right now, or what is it?
I do. We started off with the younger team, so you know we had to teach a lot of new systems, put a lot of new plans into place, and everyone from this point knows what they need to do. It's just a matter of putting forth the effort and doing it.
Execute, right?
Yep.
Prior to the season starting, and like you mentioned, you guys are a pretty young team here. Did you expect to have this type of success? Because you guys pretty much ran through the Illiana League, right? You guys.
Right. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. The last 2 years, we graduated about 12 seniors each. So coming into this year, I wasn't sure really what we would have. I knew we would have numbers, and that was about it. We've had a couple young players really step up for us. We have a young sophomore goalie. I actually have a girl goalie, Jessica Joy, who came over from the Fury AAA program. So we had two new goalies coming into the program, 8 sophomores that have all played for the most part travel hockey. But going from travel hockey Bantams or JV to the varsity level is a huge step. And to be honest, I'm surprised. I knew we had the capability. It was just, can we handle it physically?
Yeah.
And I think the boys did it.
You know, I've through the years, I've covered some hockey with an occasional girl playing with the boys. And this year, in fact, Maris has a really good defenseman who's a girl. But as a goalie, that has to be tough in terms of the reactions and all that. How does she match up with the boys?
She does phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have college scouts come to our games, and I've actually had people ask for her information and say that they're going to pass it along to their girl coaches. So that's a great attribute to her, being able to hang in there. Practices are tough, and she fits in, more importantly, not only on the ice but off the ice. The kids respect her. They know that she puts a lot of effort in, and that's crucially important.
Yeah, absolutely. So, during this Roper Cup run, what has been the key for you guys?
We've had a deep team. We've had a couple guys that haven't scored all year, and we're having third and fourth line guys. Just the other day against Crown Point, scored his first 2 goals of the season.
Wow.
A senior, the kids couldn't have been happier for him, and I think we're able to roll 3 or 4 lines, so we don't have to use our top 2 lines and tire them out. We have a deep team, and everyone knows their responsibilities, and kids are stepping up. So
Yeah, wow.
It's fun to see.
Now, you guys compete against some Illinois teams. Do your kids look at it as, well, we're playing the Illinois teams. Is it kind of like a border war at all? Did they get a little bit more amped up to play the Illinois teams?
I think they know that there's a little more on the line. Just this past year, we played Glenbrook North and New Trier Blue in one tournament, back-to-back days. Sometimes we take, we struggle against them, but the kids are prepared for the challenge, and they know going across the border that it's a whole nother level of hockey over there. So they got to be prepared every time we go over there.
Yep. Are you scheduling anything against Mount Carmel? You want to go against the old alma mater at all, or what?
We tried, but nothing on the schedule yet.
We're gonna have to talk to Fergie about that, man. We're gonna have to get that lined up. Especially you guys are looking like you're on the verge of sustaining this type of success with such a young team. He's kind of in a rebuilding mode now, so he'll probably dial you up in 2 years when he's got it going again. Then you got to tell him, that's not gonna happen. You remember that. All right, so in terms of this spring, you're going to be involved in a varsity spring league, right? And then you got a couple JV teams participating in the spring league as well, or what?
Correct. So it's open up to 8th graders. So 8th graders that are right now, so incoming freshmen next year through juniors. We're going to take a varsity team over to the Darien Sportsplex, where they'll play in a varsity league there, and then we'll take basically 2 JV teams and play at the Midwest Training and Ice. Basically a JV league out there.
So if any 8th graders, like incoming freshmen, that is, right? Because this league is starting in end of March. Did
Correct.
You say right?
End of March, beginning of April.
So we're going to flash up the website for Lake Central Hockey. You go on the website, and that'll provide you with any type of information, especially incoming 8th graders, like my guy Nick Pizzuto, who's going to be an 8th grader, and he's going to be attending Lake Central Hockey, so he can get involved in that if he wants to, right?
Correct. Yes, it's open to anyone. As long as you have your USA Hockey insurance, you're eligible to play.
You're eligible to play, so that's a pretty nice caveat right there if you're an incoming freshman.
Right.
And so what would you say is the most difficult aspect of being a high school hockey coach when you look at everything involved and what it takes? Scheduling and getting kids and everything else.
Yeah, it's a big commitment. With being a club sport, a lot of the funding and all of the organization comes from the parent board that we have, as well as the coaching staff. So if there's something the club needs or something the club needs to do, it's on the board, it's on the coaching staff to take care of it. We're thankful that Lake Central lets us use their name, lets the boys letter in the sports. But when it comes down to, like I said, anything financially or just decisions that need to be made, it needs to be made, within a group of people. And you know, sometimes it's not all easy decisions that are being made either.
No, it's tough, but I give Lake Central High School credit, and a beautiful campus. If you've ever gone by the campus, you can't miss it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and a lot of growth over there too. I mean, they're putting it's almost like a brand new school that's opening up right
Correct.
now, right?
Yeah, it's ongoing right now.
Yeah, and they're also, to recognize the kids and give them a varsity letter is pretty nice. That they're doing that, because I know a lot of public schools, they want nothing to do with the hockey program and don't recognize them, and Lake Central doing that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, we're changing the culture of Lake Central hockey so that we can be more involved with the community. The kids do Meals on Wheels throughout the winter months and clothes drives and everything else. So we're trying to change the culture of Lake Central hockey, not only within the school, but within the community as well.
That's awesome. Well, folks, if you want to see some good hockey, Saturday night, 8:10. It's still at 8:10, right?
Correct, yes.
Lake Central and Munster going at it for the Roper Cup at the Midwest Ice Center in St. John, right?
Correct.
All right. Brian, thanks for coming on board. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, and good luck on Saturday. Bring home that Roper Cup.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we are going to go to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. Remember, high school kids, and we're going to include the Lake Central kids on this, okay? You want to take a little trip to Tinley Park or Orland, flash your high school ID. Girls, you get a haircut for $27. Guys, a $17 haircut. Can't beat it at Lisa Thomas Salon. All right, when we come back, our next guest, Jennifer Willis, Senior Vice President of Commercial Lending right here at Standard Bank, will be our guest. Stay tuned.
You can only make one first impression. So make sure it's a good one with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where it's fun and affordable to get the latest trends. Girls, head to the salon and get pampered for only $27. Guys, get the cut and style you've always wanted for only $17. Or try out our other salon services. It's time to get noticed. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon. Your style, perfect style.
If you're looking for delicious barbecue in the Southland, no one does it better than Bonapit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. Stop in and try our mouth-watering ribs, tender piled-high pulled pork sandwich with homemade chips, or a perfecta combo in our year-round indoor-outdoor patio. Having a special get-together, Bonapit offers a party room for up to 100 people. Want to watch the big game? Fans can do so on one of our many flat-screen TVs and enjoy $10 domestic bucket specials every Sunday. Bonapit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights. No one does barbecue better. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you haven't figured it out yet, we are not at Beggar's Pizza. We are at the Standard Bank location, 9321 Wicker Avenue, St. John, Indiana. And our next guest, Jennifer Willis, Senior Vice President of Commercial Lending for Standard Bank. Jennifer, thanks for coming on board.
Thank you, Pat.
Appreciate it. All right. Why come to Standard Bank, and what makes Standard Bank different from other community banks, other than the fact that this bank, no matter if it's Northwest Indiana branch or it's in the south suburbs of Chicago, north suburbs, wherever, very involved in the community, which what we love about Standard Bank.
Sure. Well, Pat, we are in your community, and we're very proud of the fact that many of our employees actually live in the communities where they work.
Yep.
We have the same desire, motivation as you to help our communities thrive. As a matter of fact, I'm born and raised here in Northwest Indiana. I went to Lake Central High School, Purdue Calumet, and I coach youth basketball here in the area too. Our genuine commitment is to the community and to help our community thrive.
Yep, and you guys are doing a great job at that. Let's talk a little bit about the coaching experience here of youth basketball. Now, are you presently still doing it or what?
My team just finished this past Saturday, got knocked out in the tournament second round, so.
Well, you can't win them all, but.
I know, it was tough. It was a tough loss.
Tougher for you or the kids?
I think for me. They weren't crying, I was near tears. So
it was a tough loss.
It was
but
tough,
a great season overall?
Yes. We started out a little rough, we won our first game, a couple more losses, and then the last 6 games we had 1 loss, and we won 5. So
that's great.
Did really well. It was 5th and 6th grade boys.
Then just a lot of fun, right?
It's a blast. I love it. Yeah,
that's awesome. All right, specifically, what should viewers know about the kind of products that you offer here at Standard Bank?
Well, as a community bank, a lot of people think that we have the general, personal retail products like checking, savings, safe deposit boxes, consumer loans. On the commercial side, business banking products. But in addition to being, a community bank and a general retail bank, we have a very strong focus in commercial banking as well.
Okay.
So we do have, commercial loans, cash management products. We also have wealth management, which is investments for individuals, and for businesses, we do 401ks and things of that nature.
Everything, all type of investments.
Full
then, huh?
service.
You know what I love about, and this is a beautiful branch, beautiful facility, and when Gerard, my cameraman, and I pulled up here, we saw Shoop's next door. That's a huge plus, right, Gerard? We were like, holy cow, a Shoop's? That's a big bonus being here.
It's our go-to place for lunch when we can't get out of the office. So
There you go. I could definitely see that. All right, so can you tell me a little bit about healthcare banking and what it offers?
Sure. Well, as I mentioned, we are a full-service bank, so we do have a full line of products for all of commercial banking, mortgages, lines of credit, equipment loans. But we recently relaunched our healthcare banking program, which is tailored to meet the needs of the healthcare community, which is doctors and dentists primarily.
Yep.
We do a lot of practice acquisition loans, shareholder financing, equipment financing, practice expansion loans. And we do work with the sole practitioner. We work with large groups. We work with hospitals.
Yep.
We have a couple hospital clients here at the bank. And we've been in this industry for about 35 years. The president of the bank actually started this function many years ago, so he's very supportive of the growth in this area. And we're, as a community-based bank, we make all our decisions locally. So when someone comes to us with a need, we can react quickly and get their answers right away.
Yep. Well, for customers or people, new customers, potential new customers, what's the best way for them to find out about all the services you guys offer?
Well, they can look up our website, standardbanks.com, or our toll-free number, which is 866-499-BANK, 2265. And we have healthcare specialists in Indiana, myself and Jeff Marcy, and then we also have some in Illinois.
Okay.
So they can reach out to any of us.
And remember, folks, it's standardbanks.com, right?
Correct.
Or, if you're an old-timer and you like to bank the old-fashioned way, you just drive up, walk in, and talk to someone too, right?
Sure.
That's the
Absolutely.
good way too, right?
Yes, we love when our customers come to the bank.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we appreciate you coming on board, Jennifer. Continued success here.
Thank you.
Like I said, this is a beautiful facility, so thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us over here, okay?
Thanks for having me.
And good luck next year. You're going to continue coaching,
I
right?
am. I love it. It's fun,
Yep.
and the older they get, the more competitive they are, and their skill set improves every year. So
And you have a lot
it's
to
a
offer,
blast.
right? To see them grow as not only basketball players, but also as individuals
Oh,
too,
sure.
right?
And we always talk about school
Yep.
before every practice. Make sure they're doing good in school.
Student athlete. It's
That's
not
right.
athlete student. Student
right.
athlete, right?
Absolutely.
All right, Jennifer, thank you again, okay?
Thank you.
All right, folks, we are going to go to an athletics timeout. When we return, get out those cell phones, okay? Textbook question of the week, sponsored by who else? Standard Bank. Chance to win a $50 gift card if you answer the question correctly. Also, we'll have Players of the Week, Coach of the Week, a lot of good stuff. Come on back.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Since 1970, Standard Bank & Trust has been a landmark at the corner of 95th and Western. Now there's a new, state-of-the-art Standard Bank at the same convenient location and better equipped to serve your needs. So stop by and meet our friendly, professional staff. They provide personalized service and a wide range of products to help both businesses and individuals reach their financial goals. In the Evergreen Park area and in communities all over Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana, we're your neighborhood bank. Learn more at standardbanks.com. Member FDIC.
Hi, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank our guest, Brian Black from Lake Central High School Hockey, for being our guest, and Jennifer Willis from Standard Bank for being our guest. Great job by both. All right, folks, get out those cell phones. Time for the Standard Bank text poll question of the week. Chance to win a $50 gift card. Compliments of Standard Bank. All right, folks, Thornridge High School graduate Quinn Buckner, the great Quinn Buckner, was recently voted into the College Basketball Hall of Fame. All right, he went on to have great success in the NBA as well. He's a commentator right now with the Indiana Pacers. What college did Quinn Buckner attend and win a men's college basketball national championship with? So a high school state championship, a college national championship, Olympics, he won Olympic gold, and he went on to star in the NBA. Most decorated student athlete probably in South Suburban history, if not Illinois history. All right? Text A if you think he attended Michigan, B for North Carolina, C for Indiana. Text your answer, A, B, or C, to 708-365-8501. Texter number 3 with the correct response wins a $50 gift card. Compliments of Standard Bank. Good luck. All right, the results segment sponsored by our good buddy Tom Mulvey at Athletics, Sports, and Rehabilitation. Game I was at Friday, HF upended Bolingbrook 72-66 for Bolingbrook. Prentice Nixon 19 points, Broderick Thomas 15 points, Julian Torres 12 points for the Raiders, who fell to 10-2 in the Southwest Suburban Blue Conference. HF now in first place in the Southwest Suburban Blue, thanks to Kendrick Pryor 17 points, Terrence Bradley had 16 points, Destin Barnes had 11 points, and Nick Perry, a sophomore, had 10 points for the Vikings, who are now 11-1. Need to win Thursday night against Lincoln Way East, and they'll win the conference title outright. Thornwood 72, Bradley 66. Big win for Thornwood. They stay in the hunt in the Southwest Suburban Red. For Bradley, Micah Bradford, 28 points. Zach Hollywood, what a great name, Zach Hollywood. 15 points, 9 rebounds for the Boilermakers. For T. Wood, who have won 14 consecutive games, Khalif Fagan, 15 points. Roderick Turner, 14 points, and Shelby Frazier, 13 points for the Thunderbirds, who have a tough week ahead. They need to catch Thornton. Thornton is at Bradley on Friday. If Thornton could slip up, Thornwood wins, they'll tie for the conference championship. I think I'm going to be at that game Friday at Bradley as well. Providence, as hot as anybody. They won the Catholic League tournament, dumped St. Joseph's 53-42. For St. Joe's, Glenn Watson, 15 points. For Providence, Troy Howitt with 18 points. Miles Boykin had 10 points. Celtics are 19-9. Since Miles Boykin returned from an injury, they are 11-1. So the Celtics are playing excellent basketball. And congratulations on the Catholic League Tournament Championship. They were the 9th seed, and they won this thing. So, all right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. We're going to stick to Providence, but we're going to go to hockey. Senior forward Matt McConnell scored the only goal of the game with 5 seconds left in the third period to lift the Celtics to a 1-0 win over St. Rita in Game 1 of their Kennedy Cup semifinals. I was at that game. A tremendous goal by Matt. Exciting atmosphere. Providence beat Rita on Friday as well, so now they are headed to the Kennedy Cup finals against Loyola. That's sometime this week, probably Thursday and Saturday. They haven't nailed down times or days for sure, but that's what they're leaning toward. I'm looking forward to covering that. For Matt's efforts, he gets a $25 gift card. Compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook and in Chicago on the Magnificent Mile. Melissa Thomas Salon, Teen Club Player of the Week. Evergreen Park girls basketball player Maddie Vojacek scored a team-high 18 points to lead the Mustangs to a 59-32 win over Good in the Evergreen Park Regional Championship game. So we're going to hook up Maddie with a nice goodie bag, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon. And we'd like to take care of Evergreen Park because there's a beautiful Evergreen Park, a beautiful Standard Bank, in Evergreen Park, 95th and Western Avenue. We've taped there, so always good to take care of the Evergreen Park Mustangs. So finally, the Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse Coach of the Week, giving it to Providence hockey coach Nick Iacaccio. He's guided the Celtics to the Kennedy Cup Finals, looking to repeat as Kennedy Cup champions. So we're going to hook him up with a $25 gift card. Compliments of Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights, the best barbecue in the South Side. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. When we return, high and tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Grove Promenade.
You can only make one first impression, so make sure it's a good one with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where it's fun and affordable to get the latest trends. Girls, head to the salon and get pampered for only $27. Guys, get the cut and style you've always wanted for only $17. Or try out our other salon services. It's time to get noticed. Only at Lisa Thomas Salon. Your style, perfect style.
If you're in the mood for some of the finest barbecue in the Southland, then Bona Pit Grill and Smokehouse in Palos Heights is a place for you and your family. Whether it's ribs, chicken, brisket, pulled pork, or any other barbecue favorites, Bona Pit serves up a flavor explosion in a championship form. We also offer steaks, seafood, sandwiches, a mouth-watering nachos platter, and salads in a casual atmosphere, with the option of either dining inside or on our heated patio. Watch the big game in our full-service bar, or call ahead for pickup. Bona Pit in Palos Heights. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, high and tight, Class 3A sectional over at Rich East. The IHSA, and I'll give them credit, they admitted their mistake. A computer glitch is what they called it. But in the boys' basketball sectional in Rich East, there are no seedings. None of the teams got seeded. And so what happened was everyone was designated by geography. For example, the Hillcrest Regional, you've got Oak Forest, Tinley Park, Bremen, Lamont, obviously Hillcrest, and Thornridge. The problem with that being, those schools all compete against each other in conference. You're playing teams for the third time. So, and then Manteno Regional, you have Rich Central, Rich East, and Rich South all in that regional, competing against each other, knocking each other off out of the playoffs. So, absolutely unfair situation, but the IHSA is not going to do anything about it. They're just going to let it go, which is unfortunate. All right, folks, hope you like the show. I'm sorry. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.